Okay, this paper is 2024, February, March. Okay, first question. Which statement about bookkeeping and accounting are correct? Bookkeeping keyword records. Accounting is performed periodical rather than daily. Periodical means that by month, by year. Okay, this is meant by periodical. Daily means every day. So this one is correct. Okay. Accounting use information kept in the bookkeeping record. Yes, this one, accounting use the bookkeeping record. Bookkeeping include preparation. So preparation of the financial statement is under the accounting. So this is wrong. Bookkeeping involve the recording. The keyword bookkeeping is recording. So the answer for it should be 1, 2, and 4. Number 2. Amaji has the following closing balance in his book at end of the year. Non-current asset, trade receivable, bank overdraft, other payable. Capital means asset minus liability accounting equation. This is asset, asset, liability, liability. So take these two plus and minus these two. So we will get 25,000 plus 11,000 and minus 3,600. So we get 3,240. So the answer is C. Number 3. On 31st December, Masjid was owed commission. How would this commission be shown in Masjid statement of financial position on 31st? This one to Masjid is a asset because someone owing Masjid for the commission. He did not receive commission end of the year. So this is the income to Masjid. So income to Masjid, owed means accrued. So accrued end of the year for income is an asset. So current asset. So this is the accrued income. Number 4. Sami maintain a full set of accounting record. Why does Sami find it useful to complete the check counterfoil when he pay a credit supplier by check? So this check counterfoil, the small piece of the check cap, you will have a detail before payee, when you pay for, and the amount, how much you pay, and the purpose that you pay for it. So this will help them for the recording, and they know in future what they pay for. So this one is enable him to keep the purchases account up to date. Not only this one, other purpose also, this one. It helped to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. So yes, it's part of the job for it when we use the check counterfoil to double check whatever transaction in the bank reconciliation. It's a source of information for maintaining the cash book. So this is also correct. This one also can help to do the recording, reconcile the checking for the cash book and the bank statement. It is proof that he has paid the correct amount. So this one cannot because bank statement have to check. So either B or C. But which one that we are more suitable to use? Because this is a first recording, so we can use it to record the cash book. So this is more appropriate. Number 5. All rent premises from John and pay the rent by credit transfer. How will John record this? Rent premises from John. So this one is expenses. To John, this one is an income, rent income. So, and pay the rent by credit transfer means that bank. So From John's point of view, John received. So bank received money. So bank debit. And then this is an income to John. So rent income, rental income. Okay, the next one. Question 6. A business sold goods with a list price of 550 each. The term of the trade were as follows. Trade discount were more than 20 items are purchased 10%. Cash discount is paid within 30 days. How much was received in full settlement from a customer who bought 25 items and paid after, this is after 35 days, this within. So he's not entitled the cash discount. So how much he had to pay? Take because he was entitled trade discount 10%. So you take 25 times 50 times 90%. Trade discount, no need to count. So we take 25 times 50 and then times 90%. So we get 1125. So this is the amount that he has to pay. Okay, question 7. What is the name given to a list of ledger balance on a particular date? So a list of ledger balance means that trial balance. So the answer should be D. Okay, statement of account is a statement or a list of the transaction for a month give to the customer for the customer to check or to ask for the payment. Income statement is to calculate profit or losses. Control account is to check the sales ledger, purchases ledger, whether correct or wrong. Question 8. A trader introduced additional capital of 4,000. This was debited to the capital account and credited to the bank account in error. So when we introduce additional capital, by right, we should debit bank and credit capital account. So now this was debited to, it's a wrong side. Okay, instead of debit, we go to credit bank and debit the capital. What is the effect of the statement of financial position of correcting this error? So when we do the adjustment, we're going to debit bank, but we have to double up the amount. This is complete reversal. Okay, so this one, capital, also have to double 8,000. This is to reduce the error and put back the correct amount. So capital credit means increase by 8,000. When we debit bank, we debit 8,000. So this one also will increase by 8,000. So the answer should be donkey. Question 9. The total of the trial balance did not agree and a suspend account was opened. It was later found the purchaser's return has been debited to the sales return account. Sales return account should be debit. Purchaser's return account should be credit. So we accidentally debited to the sales return. So we have to reverse out the sales return account, 560. At the same time, purchaser's return, we have to put in the purchaser's return in the credit side. Both also in the credit side means that you have to use suspend debit in order to balance off the account. So the answer should be donkey. A trader has received her bank statement. What does she need to record when she is updating her cash book? So cash book, updating cash book, which when this only appear on bank statement or cash book error. So these two have to update in the cash book. So here, bank error, we cannot do it. We have to do in the bank reconciliation statement. A credit transfer, yes, we have to update in the cash book. And uncredited deposit, this one under bank reconciliation statement, which is the amount that we put into the cash book, but bank have not put in. The bank statement balance, this is not the amount that we record. So the answer should be B. Question 11. Colin cash book show a debit balance of 1 in the bank column. When Colin compared the cash book with his bank statement, discover the following. A standing order paid in error by the bank. So this is a bank error. So we have to put under the bank reconciliation statement. Unpresented check, this is also under bank reconciliation statement. Uncredited amount, also bank reconciliation statement. What was the closing balance show on his bank statement? We start with the cash book balance. Cash book balance is 2134. A standing order paid in error by the bank means that bank statement should have lesser amount. So we minus 80. Unpresented check means that bank has not paid this amount. Bank statement should have more money. Uncredited deposit, bank has not received this money. So bank should have lesser money. So we minus. So we take this minus and plus 2134 minus 80 plus 563 minus 376. So we get 2134 minus 80 plus 563 minus 376. So we get 2241. This is a positive. This one is the debit balance. So means that this one will be credit balance. So the amount should be this one. Okay. Now next. What is not a reason for preparing a monthly sales ledger control account? Sales ledger control account is to check the sales ledger, see whether the individual account, individual customer account, correct or wrong, compared with the total. So to carry out a check of each entry record in the trade receivable account in the sales ledger, this is one of the reasons. To reduce the fraud as a control account is completed by someone who has not been involved. Yes, this one is correct. To prove that the entry made in the sales ledger are arithmetically correct. This one, we not sure for it. Okay. So this one should be, let me check. What is not a reason preparing? To provide this one to prove the entry made in the sales ledger. Okay, this one to check the sales ledger, correct. To provide a summary of the trade receivable. Okay, this is a summary, correct? Oh, correct. Let me check. To prepare to carry out a check of each entry record. Okay, this one, each entry recorded. This is not our job to check individual, because if the account not recorded, we also cannot see if the omission in the book of prime entry. So this one unlikely happened. Okay, question 13. A sales ledger control account has a debit balance. So it was found that 200 Contra entry to the purchases has been entered on the wrong side. So means that this amount balance 10,000. Inside here actually got 2,000, which is wrong. What was the correct debit balance on the sales ledger? So we had to reverse this 2,000. At the same time, had to put back the contra amount. So total, how much that we did reduce? Here 10,000, here 4,000. So the corrected amount will be 6,000. Reporting. A business bought two assets X and Y on 1st January 2022 for 2,000 each. It depreciates asset X by 10% using straight line method. So this one, straight line method. And then asset Y, 10% reducing balance method. Which statement are correct? So asset X will be fully depreciated before asset Y. This is correct because the number or this one, it will take 10 years to finish. Okay, but for the asset Y, the value getting smaller and smaller, the depreciation amount. It take longer time to depreciate. So this one should be correct. In 2022, the depreciation charge is lower for the asset X than the asset Y because this is the first year. This is first year purchase. When first year purchase, the amount will be the same. Okay, so in this case, this one is false. The answer should be C. Okay, next move on. Okay, 15. After the preparation of his financial statement, a trader discovered the following error. A revenue received 1,000 has been recorded as capital receipt. So the question is asking what was the overall effect on the profit of this error. So what happened to this one? When the revenue is recorded, so our as revenue receipt means income understate. When income understate, profit understate. Capital expenditure has been recorded as revenue expenditure. So this one, expenses overstate, profit understate. Next is a capital receipt has been recorded as revenue receipt. So this one is an overstate, income overstate. When income overstate, profit also overstate. So this one is profit reduce 1,000. This one, profit reduce 800. And then capital receipt recorded as this one, profit overstate by 900. So 1,008 minus 900, we get 900. So this one understate. The net is understate by 900. So the answer should be donkey. Question 16. The following ledger account appear in the book of a trader. Rent receivable, this is income account. Income account, income statement in the debit side here. What does the balance of 300 on represent? This one is the asset, current asset. It will transfer to here, balance brought down, 300. So this one meant for that there are some amount not collected yet. So this amount is an income, means accrued income. (17) A business maintain a provision for doubtful debt of 5% of trade receivable. The balance on the provision for doubtful debt account on 31st December 2018 was 27. So this one is asking for the provision for doubtful debt. Beginning of the year is 2700, this 2019 account. And then the December 30, 2019 trade receivable is 50,000. They say that maintain 5%, the mean times 5%. So we should get 2005. So this 2005 is a balance CD. And the question, how will this adjustment to the be recorded? So here lesser amount, so you put here 200 and then credit income statement 200. So what is account debit? Provision for doubtful debt account had to debit 200, 200. And this one is putting under after the gross profit, which is other income. So you have to add to the gross profit under other income at 200. So the answer should be C. Which asset is valued at the lower of cost and net realizable value? In the topic of inventory, take notes for it. Inventory, the key sentence is lower of cost and net realizable value. 19. Vikram made two errors when preparing his draft financial statement. This caused his gross profit to be overstated by 600 and his profit for the year. So we have revenue, less cost of sales, gross profit, plus other income, less expenses, and then profit. So now they say that this caused gross profit overstate by 600, and then his profit is understated by 250. So see which one is related. Closing inventory. So when closing inventory overstate, gross profit will be overstate. So we should choose A or B. Whereas depreciation charge now is the profit understate. So here is a plus 600 minus or plus. So this one reduced by 250. So basically, is the decrease is a negative. So we change this one into here. So it becomes 600 plus 280 equal the amount. So this amount equal to 850. So which one that caused the amount reduced by 850? So we have this one. Okay, 850 overstated the depreciation. So the answer should be B. What is not a service business? Service business is repairing the computer. This furniture, you produce the furniture. That means this is the product that you have. The answer should be B. Okay, 21. Simon bought a new non-current asset. Why did he decide to use the reducing balance method to depreciate it? A. The non-current asset will be subject to rapid technology change. This one possible, because one of the reason reducing balance because of the technology. The non-current asset will lose value faster in the earlier, not the later. The benefit of using the non-current asset will be lower in the earlier, should be higher, not lower. The cash set aside to replace the non-current, this is not the cash set aside, it's purely accounting requirement. So in this case, the answer should be A. Number 22, which statement about a statement of financial position is correct? Is part of the double? No, this is just a statement. It proves the arithmetical accuracy of the account. This is not. Okay. It shows income and expenses. This is the income statement, should be. It shows the asset liability on a asset liability on a certain date. Then answer should be donkey. (23) The owner of a business took goods for his own use but forgot to make any entry. So this business took goods. That means debit, drawing, and credit purchases. So this is a standard double entry. But he forgot to do it. So what is the effect of this error? So when we didn't do these purchases will be overstate. When purchases overstate, cost of sales overstate. Cost of sales overstate, profit will be understate. Profit understate, then gross profit understate, profit will be understate. So profit will be understate. Whereas come to the capital. Capital, you notice that capital equation is that we can put opening capital plus profit less drawing. Okay, to get the closing capital. So your this understate profit, and here also understate the drawing. So after that, you notice that let's assume this 100, this is also 100. So minus minus, it becomes 0. There is no effect. Okay, the next one. What are the advantages to a sole trader of forming the partnership? All partners will be entitled to drawing and dividend. There is no dividend. This is not company account. Profit will be shared with the partner. This is not the advantage. Profit to share is not good. The partners may bring additional skill. Yes, this is the good thing and experience. The partner will share responsibility of running. So 3 and 4 should be the answer. XYZ are partner sharing profit and losses in the ratio 5:3. Their business make profit for the 88,000. They provide the following: partner salary, interest on capital, interest on drawing. What was the share of the residual profit? So we take the profit for the year, 8,000. Partner salary had to minus. Interest on capital also had to minus. Interest on drawing had to plus. So the net amount will be 8,000 minus 2,005 plus. So we get 5,650. So this one shared by 3%, and they ask for the Z only. So Z is, ratio is 2. So you have to take times 2 or 10. So Z will get 1130. So this is the residual profit that he will get. Okay, the answer should be B. Okay, 26. What can cause an increase in the total equity of a company? Equity means ordinary share capital, retained earning, general reserve. So this is possible item. So increase means you get profit. This one nothing to do. A transfer to this is no effect. An issue of the ordinary share or share can increase the equity. So 1 and 4 should be the answer. Okay, next. $27. What is call up share capital? Call up share capital is the share that you call the shareholder to come and pay you. So there is the call up share capital. So this is the amount request from the shareholder by the company. A tennis club provide the following information. So what is the question they ask? What was the amount of subscription included in the, okay, we open a simple subscription account. Okay, prepaid subscription is a liability, so put under the credit side. During the year, subscription received is also in the credit side, debit bank, credit subscription. Then subscription received for the 2021, so 1100. So this is also in the credit side, money received. And then this 110 also indication there is a balance CD 110, which is the for next year. Okay, and then subscription owed for this one, they mean there is a one balance CD in the credit side also. So they want to find the income and expenditure amount. So what is the amount for it? Take the total credit So 13, this side is 13600 minus is 12500. So the answer should be 12500. So the answer should be C. Okay, the next one, 29. Which cost of a manufacturing are indirect expenses? Heat and light of the factory, yes. Indirect under factory overhead. Raw material, no. This is under prime cost. Rent and rate of the, this is also wages of employee who made the product. This is a factory operative. This is not. So the answer should be 1 and 3 only. The 30. A manufacturer provides the following information at the end of his financial year. What is the cost of production? Prime cost plus factory overhead plus progress start plus and minus. So take 3 plus and minus 1. So 9844 plus 77800 plus 6300 minus 7600. So the answer should be 114. So the answer should be C. Okay, now next, continue. A trader does not maintain a full set of accounting record. He provides the following information for the year ended. During the year, he made drawing. So, what was his profit? We count the capital first, opening and closing capital. So, asset plus, current asset plus, working capital, we to minus. Okay, so now be careful with the word. Here got working capital means that current asset minus current liability. In this case, this one you don't take note for it, because working capital is show the net asset already. So this one you should plus and then minus. Same to here. So 45,000 plus 6,000 minus 4,000. So we get this one opening 4700. Whereas here is 60,000 plus 4500 minus 6500. So this one is 5800. So 5800, 4700. So this one different is 1100. Okay, it's different back. So what was his, because you have the drawing, so in this case we put in 4700. This one 50,000. And then your drawing is 3,005. So what is your profit? So take the total debit, 50,000 minus 4700. So 6,000. Let me see. Why is there a mistake? This one is how much of it? Let me count one more time. 60,000 plus 45 minus 65. Oh, this is the 8,000. So this is the 8,000. So 58,000 plus 3,005 minus 4700. 14. So this is the answer should be 31. Okay. Now next is that 32. A trader provides the following information. What was the rate of inventory turnover? Rate of inventory turnover is that cost of sales divided by average inventory. So the cost of sales is 8,000 plus purchases minus closing inventory. And then overhead average inventory is 8,000 plus 16,000 divided by 2. So we get 8,000 plus. So we get 100,000. And then 88,000 plus 16,000 divided by 2. So we get 12,000. So we get 100,000 divided. So we get 8.33. So the answer should be C. Okay. Now next continue. A limited company has invited potential investor to purchase share in the company. What information would be the interest to the potential investor? The amount that they will pay for the share. Yeah, they want to know how much they have to pay. Okay, the expected future profit. This is what they can earn in future. Next is that the expected rate of dividend that business might pay. Yes, this is also important to them. When the limited company will pay back the money invested. So these are possible but not so important to it. Most important is these three. They can get as much as possible. So the answer should be A. 34. Why will a bakery business not include a value of inventory or stationery? Because stationery is insignificant, immaterial. So, and we normally buy not much for the bakery shop. In statement of not include the value of this one because it is what to be used in the next is purchase regularly is new and is because of the very low value item. That is the answer, the best answer. Okay, last question. A trader decided to write off the balance owed by a credit customer as irrecoverable debt. So you will debit irrecoverable debt, credit trade receivable. A credit entry is made in the account of a credit customer. So this is what it meant for. And a debit entry for this debit into here, irrecoverable debt. What accounting principle are being applied? So this one debit credit, I mean derivative. Okay, this irrecoverable debt, we write it off because we want to be extra careful not to overstate the profit and the asset. So that is related to the prudence concept. So the answer should be C. Okay, that's all for this paper.